I'm going to show you how to create your own web page. As you can see, this is my web page. I don't want you to edit this at all, so we've got an edit button here. Please don't edit that. I also get alerts if you do edit it, so I want this to be the front page of our site. The way you edit a page is by clicking on the new and choose a page, and then you are given a place, and at the moment I've asked you to type your name. It should be name your page, but I want to take you around what we've got at the moment. At the top we've got what we call some navigation. That will not be used by you. We need to keep it as it is, so if you do change it, I will change it back. Here we can type, or we can place an image in. Putting an image in is quite fun. Unlike having the whole image, it's only going to be part of the image, so if it's a really large image, you'll be dragging it around. I'll show you that shortly. What I want you to notice are these two things here. The one on the left where it says add a new section, and the one at the bottom saying add a new web part in column 1. Everything that we put onto a page is called a web part. So I'm actually going to click on add a new section to show you what you've got. So beneath this title one, we can choose to have just one column, which would be the width of the screen, or we could divide the screen into 2 pieces or into 3 pieces, or have one small on the left and one large on the right, opposite, or full width. So what I'm going to do is choose this 1/3 left, 1/3 right, and as you can see, the page underneath has been split into that. I could choose add a new section at the bottom and do exactly the opposite, so that it appears on the other side as 1/3 of the page and 2/3 of the page. Now inside each of these I can add a web part, so as you can see I get my little plus symbols wherever I'm going. So what is a web part? Well, let's go to the top one. It gives you, when you click it, a list of things that you can put onto a web page. You'll normally stay in the featured ones, although there are more below that you can put in. We won't be using those at the present time. And mainly you'll be using text, an image, or a link. A little bit later we'll start looking at this embed piece, this web part, which will enable us to put something like a YouTube video in, or a Sway, Vimeo. It says there on the link anyway, so you should be able to understand. So what I'm going to do is click on text and a box pops up, and I'm very limited on what I can do on web pages, particularly with text. I can make them bold, or I can make them italic, or I can underline them. I probably would never underline anything on a web page because it would look like a link. I can change how it sort of appears, so it's all left aligned, centered, or right aligned, just like in Word, or I can make bullet points. But they're very crude, not as detailed as Microsoft Word. I can also put a hyperlink on, which is quite useful. I can change the normal text, but I do not have the fonts that you're used to. I just get heading 1, heading 2, heading 3, and other things, so you might want to experiment, see what they do. So for example, if I wanted to start creating a page on Cinderford, first of all I'm going to go and get a picture from Cinderford, and I'm going to save it in my drive. So if I type Cinderford images, there we go, I've got lots of Cinderford images. This looks like a nice one. Let's choose the railway. There we go. And if I right click on it, I can choose save image as. Please don't choose copy. Save the image, to your own area. So go to your documents and Cinderford Station. So if I create a new folder in here called Heritage, I'll know where to find it later. And don't forget, you can edit pictures using Fireworks. That would be useful. But I wanted to do this one because I wanted to show you what happens when we put a new page, or where we've got a new page where we put an image here. So I'm going to choose that image. So you get something called a file picker, and you need to upload it. There's not much that you can do when you copy an image. You can't just paste it. You have to upload it. So I've clicked on upload, Cinderford Station, click open. It's checking, is that the image I want? If it is, click add image, and it appears there. Now, as I said, this is not putting a whole picture on. It's a really nice feature. You can drag, so that you can change what part of the image you see for your banner. I'm just going to drag it up to there so I can see the station, and then I can just name my page. I'm going to call this one Cinderford Railways. So there we have the image and how to play around with it. In this box I said I was going to put some text in, so I'm going to take a look for some text for Cinderford. Cinderford, and see what turns up. There we go, we've got a Wikipedia. Now I prefer you to type your own stuff, but you can copy and paste. Now if you copy and paste, remember it's also going to take the links, which isn't very good, particularly if you're copying images. I wouldn't want lots of links to be taken. So maybe having a page with lots of links isn't such a good idea. And again, there's lots of links in this. So I'm just going to copy this and go back and paste it in my box here. There we go. Now if you want to get rid of links, if you right click on it, doesn't work. If you click on link, you can actually delete the address that it goes to. I'll just type HTTPS. Okay, so it doesn't work. Remove link, there we go. And that link is now gone. I can do the same with this one. Link, remove link. So I can get rid of the links that appeared from the original. Now I might want an image on the right hand side, so I can do exactly the same thing. I'm just going to cheat a little bit by using the same image that I used before. So I'm going to click on image and I'm going to upload from my computer, Cinderford Station, click on open, but this time the entire image will be placed in there, not a part of it. And notice that your section or your area grows with the size of the text or the size of the image that you put in. So you're going to have to think carefully about how you create these pages. So we can add a caption, Cinderford Station. There we go. And there's my caption. And then I can continue editing down here. and if I want to, I can continue adding new sections, whole page width or what have you, as I go. I don't want you to add too many sections to a page because you're going to end up scrolling a long way just to see the information. So there's my page. All I need to do is click publish and that will be done. And there's our page. Now, I do not want you to press any of these. If you add a page to navigation, it appears up here. We need to take that out. We don't need to post as news and we don't need to save it in email. So all we need to do is close that window and that's done. And we're ready to either edit this page again or have a new page.